Well, I'll say this. There's a long history of how colorism, especially in urban communities, Black communities, communities of color, how they have played a huge impact in who has had access to education. Obviously, we know that for millennia, the Western world has tried to divorce the Enlightenment from African people, and then for the last several centuries here in America, for the overwhelming majority of it, Black people were not allowed to be educated at all. However, we also know the travails of slavery and post slavery lifestyles that created Creole people, lighter skinned people. And those people were able to access certain means more easily than others did. And we still see that trickling down in classrooms today, whether it's how we perceive actions and behaviors and what that looks like, how we interpret it between lighter skinned students and darker skinned students. There have been dozens of studies that show that darker skinned students are more likely to be referred for behavioral problems. They are less likely to be given certain types of educational attention that would be aligned with giftedness. They are not offered as much sympathy or compassion when it comes to certain issues that they may deal with, and even the way that they may present themselves, or whether it's the way that they're dressed. Right, I went to a high school where we all had to wear uniform, but how it looks on a lighter skinned body is always seen as more akin to being proper or more put together than how it is on darker skinned bodies. And so all of that impacts what types of jobs you get. Are teachers going to call on you to be the school representative? Are you going to be able to get all of these special incentives and fellowships and partnerships because you have a face that looks educated? You have a presence that symbolizes education, and here in America, that aligns itself with whiteness 100%. And so the closer you are to that aesthetic, of course, they just interpret everything you are and everything you do differently. And as a child, there's nothing you're not even aware, right, that this is happening to you. But over time, you become used to that preferential treatment. And now when you get to high school and college, this is something that's almost kind of baked into your DNA in a similar way that white privilege is. And we don't see it until it's called out. And then we have to be accountable for the realities of the situation. And even as an educator and a mother of four children who are along the spectrum in skin colors, I have to make sure that I am incredibly intentional about celebrating each and every one of my children for all that they are, every variance in their skin color and their hair and their eyes and the way that they're shaped, letting them know that they are all equally beautiful, 1000